Okay. Ooh, let's knock things all over the place. That's good. Okay. Let there be light. Clear this junk off my thing. Go in there. Right. Yeah, we're good. Boop. Boop. Get into my position. There. Behold, poor lighting. I mean, it's not, it's a bit of glare. Where are all my tools? Oh god, where is literally everything? I am not as ready as I thought I was. Bear with me, I must retrieve pretty much everything from my drawer. Hit. 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 Tools. Much like me, these are tools. Okay. This looks a bit wonky. Wrong way. Buzz, anything I care about? No. Right. Okay. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm raving. Raring. Well, I mean, I'm raving as well, but that's something completely different. Don't need that. So yeah, I've been looking forward to this one. I excite. This is the amazing Barbatos Lupus from Gundam Build Metaverse. I don't know anything really about it. I know it's fairly new, kit-wise. It's a 2024 kit. I've been looking forward to it for a while for the design, and I love the Barbatos, so I was like, yes, must have. This is also my new tool here. It is a scribing tool, which I practiced on another kit that I bought recently. I got my high gog finally. It went okay. It could have gone better, but that's on me for not being very good at it. But practice makes perfect, and I thought I'd try on like a slightly cheaper one first. One that I don't want to put, not that I don't want to put as much effort into, because that sounds disingenuous. Just one that was a little bit easier to work with and cheaper. So yeah. So we've got many sprues, well, not as usual. This kit's just got quite a lot, especially compared to the high gog, which had like 4 sprues in total. C6. He's going to be very, very small. God, it is. It's tiny. Much careful must be had. And the kind of approach I'm taking to this sort of build using the scribing tools is going to be kind of partial assembly, build up some of the detailing, then I've got to let it kind of air and dry, because I'm going to be using paw pens quite a bit, so I have to kind of let bits dry off. Then I have to like go back to them, and yeah, it's going to be a much more complicated process. Why can't I see the number 6? There it is. But I'm hoping that in the end it's going to make a cool, good-looking end result. Fingers crossed. Oh, sweet. We're straight on with the small stickers. Love it. With my broken tweezers, I've lost a little thing that holds them closed as well. The saga of the tweezers continues alongside the saga of the music, but we're trying again with that. That's all I'm going to say on that side. Because it's The eyes actually went on fairly well. It's pretty hard to see, to be honest. But the eyes are there. Okay, then tiny red piece needs to go in place. And then after tiny red piece goes in place, tiny blue piece needs to go in place. Cool. Alright, let's get all the other junk out that I'm going to need for the day. I don't know how far I'll get through this. It depends how long the scribing and stuff takes. Honestly, I kind of just do these at the minute, just see how far I get kind of thing. I'm not like too fussed about getting everything completed in one go. Kind of the priority is just to get it going and share the new shiny with some people. B 2021. They are yeller. Get off. And I want C1 and 2 and 5. No, you're A. Also have to excuse my if I keep hemming. My throat's funny still. Like it's been like that for weeks now. I'm gonna start as well, if I remember after today. Forgetting what I'm gonna say. No, it's gone. Never mind. Oh, I hate it when that happens, when you have just like a thought and you're like, yes, I will share this thought. And the thought's like, the hell you will. Right, so this is what I'm saying, that I'm going to be doing like sub-assemblies and like a lot of faff. Ooh! A lot of bit work as we're going along. Because I want to get the paw pen on there. So we've got the detail accented, however it is. But it needs a little while to dry a bit before we put it on the parts. So I'm gonna like do that, then I'm gonna jump ahead a stage or two. Work on the next piece of like this, for example, for the head. Add the panel lining in, because that'll get done with a pen, not a paw, because it's small and easy. And so on. So I'm still like working on like the head, for example, and I'm still working on it in like via the instructions. I'm just kind of deviating a little bit here and there, kind of jumping a little bit ahead to add some detail in, and then kind of coming back to put it together, as opposed to trying to detail it all on the sprues, which honestly is going to make a bigger difference when it comes to actually scribing stuff than it does where we are at the moment. F16 G12. Where's F? I'm guessing this one down here is G. Yep. 816. There it is. May not have to have the shirt on for long. It's quite warm in here today. My heating on. Slot this in. Make sure it's all the way home before I contemplate adding any detail to it. Yeah, I was excited for this, very excited for this kit as soon as I heard it was coming out. Because my favourite Gundam so far has been just the bog standard. Let's say bog standard, it's the Barbatos Lupus Rex. How does that line up? Not like that, that's for sure. There we go. How does that go on? It just pushes in. A head! It's got a big head. This guy has a big head. Take a picture of his giant head. Safety policy prevents the use of the camera. Why does my phone keep doing this? I am the one using it, fool. Head. Alright, next I need E217. E. Are you E? No, you're D. F. Are you E? Ugh. That's E1. E2. 17. It's this one. And A18. This is going to be a piece that's going to get... It's going to allow me to test out my newest paw pen as well. I've just recently picked up the pure black one, which I've kind of been after for a while, but wasn't in stock in where I normally buy stuff from. So that's cool that I've got it now. that. There's a sticker to go on as well, but I want to get the paw pen on first, I think. So yeah, pure black paw pen that we're going to attempt to use to nicely-ish add some colour in here. Though, if I remember correctly from the other similar kits that I've built, this bit doesn't particularly see much light of day down the line. But that's fine. I'd rather put a little bit of detail into it and not need it than not put the detail into it and need it. That makes sense. I'm using what, according to the internet, is one of the best tools for tidying this stuff up. One's own fingy. I need sticker 6. That's this one. I'm not going to bother putting this in front of the camera while I'm just pulling it off, because they're a pain in the bum anyway. What way up do you need to go? That way up. So it should just literally kind of slot in place. Which it has. Pretty nicely. Excellent. I am glad that that is in with no issues. Right, we're going to need a couple of polycaps and A19. So let's get A19 off and detailed. Give me a moment while I'm doing this. I have to be kind of quiet. Yeah, I'll concentrate. And 21 is also needed. Which I'll also be detailing up ready. Clippy clip. Also, little side tangent. I think it happened a little while ago, but I'm gonna say now we have reached 50 subscribers, which honestly, like, to some that probably doesn't sound like a lot. To me, that's an astronomical number. Realistically, like, it's so cool that, like, there's even upwards of 50 people, give or take, that are interested in watching and following some of the stuff that I'm doing. Excuse me while I stir my tea. Yeah, it baffles me that there's enough people that are interested to hit 50 subscribers. I'm going to get the next step on the go while that's having a few minutes to dry. Cure, evaporate, whatever you want to call it. B29C26. So yeah, again, just thank you. Honestly, is what I'm trying to get at. Where's B? Did I say B? No, I said C. C was the one I had in my hand in the first place. This has moved, hasn't it? Oh, this way? What did he say? There we go. C26. 8, 4, 6. That's it. Let's see what we're going to be doing to this in terms of detailing. Might try and get some of the orange in these chest vents. Might be a little bit of a faff, but if I can drop it in the right place, hopefully it'll just kind of seep in enough to be noticeable. Okay, I can see it. The camera's not going to show that at all, though, to be honest. We also want B25. So let's get that bit as well. 25. So once I have taken care of 25, I will go back to the other pieces. He says actually I want to do this red piece as well. Get detail in that. Again, these smaller pieces, as I said earlier, I'm not going to worry too much about trying to scribe because I am not close enough to good enough to do it on those. I'll stick with panel lining for now. But on the bigger plates, on parts of like the weapons and the legs and the arms, that's where you're going to start seeing it. We'll pretend that that scuff didn't happen. Right, so set these three pieces aside to assemble in a minute. And we can move on back to here to get these in place. They don't look too bad at all, actually. Use my highly technical eraser. So that goes that way up, that slots into there. That goes on. Oh, we need the polycaps, which I didn't cut out previously. I need 2 polycap 2s. These are going to be the shoulder joints. So yeah, so far this is building very, very similar to the Lupus Rex, the Astaroth, Rinascimento that we've done in the past. If you want to see those, you might not be able to. My phone's ringing. hopefully that didn't come through. It shouldn't have, because I pressed the mute button on the software on OBS. So hopefully you didn't just see me talking to see me. Hopefully you didn't just hear me talking to my mother, because that would have been a dreadfully exciting time for all involved. Don't remember to do that bit first, because I realised I missed a piece for the torso. Which is the only problem when you do... If I put my clippers, I've put things down because the phone rang. Yeah, when you're doing like building like this, every now and again I do miss stuff and have to kind of double back on myself to rectify that issue, but it's fine. So that goes in there like that. This should go this way round and like fit onto it, which makes the center part of the torso, which has a very, very small amount of play, like the tiniest amount. Though I feel like it should be a bit tighter than that. That's better, but not much. Okay, but there we have the torso. And we're working on the body here, which needs to clip onto that, but I want to leave that a little bit longer to cure before I put that in place, so I'm gonna add the neck cap in. Get in. Get. Oh my goodness, this one is tight. Sure it goes in that way up? That is, like, so unbelievably tight. Oh, that's not going in. It's almost as though it's... like, the cap is scuffing. How strange. I think I've just got to give it a bit more welly. There we go. God, I just didn't want to break anything, because these fins look like they could be a little fragile. Right, I can do the detailing on these. I'll call it the collar. Whoops. And then immediately drop it. I don't know why, really, considering how clumsy I can be. I do these fiddly little hobbies sometimes. It's like it's just begging for something to be dropped and either lost to the abyss or broken. But whatever. There we go. One amazing torso. I mean, it is pretty cool, actually. Like, I like it. It's a nice amount of, I believe they call it colour separation in the community here, which is nice. Right, I need C's 15 and 16. They are like the shouldery bits, like the shoulder pads almost. No, that's not the right word. I know what they are. You'll see what I mean when they go on. Now, if I remember rightly, back when I did the standard Barbatos Lupus Rex and the Astaroth, I think both used these sort of parts, and they were, for want of a better term, they were a dick to get sitting correctly. Because they have like these little heart shapes, and like I know where they're meant to go, but they just didn't like staying there. They kept popping off. I think in the end on one of the kits I ended up literally gluing them in place, because they just would not stay on. Yet they feel like they fit quite nicely on this one. They feel more snug, which is always a plus. see some areas where I can add just a bit more depth to the detailing, which I think is going to give a little bit more life overall. So I'd like to get those in where I can see them. What is this trash? Sorry, I cannot listen to this. Why is that in a stream-friendly playlist? Well, I'm going to get copyright struck. For that song alone, I think. So I thought I recognised it. And by recognised, I mean... yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of that band. I like one song they've done. Oh, well, that didn't stay on, did it? He's bald! There we go. We have a head on a body. Let's take a picture. Stay upright. I need something to prop it. There you go, at least the scribing tool's getting used for something today so far. My phone is getting slow. I don't know how old it is now. But yeah, my phone's getting slow. Right, we are doing right arm now. So we will set head and torso to one side. And what we're actually going to do, we're going to be sneaky here, and we're going to do both arms in tandem, because it's easier for the pen strategy. F1 5 and the other one wants F2 5. I've got F2 in my hand at the minute, so let's take that one out first. Like, as long as I keep all the parts correctly set to one side or the other and cut out of the right sprues, this is pretty fine to do. E Y 1 8. I don't know why I said it like that. Wait, no, that's E18. That's got to be this side. And they might be pretty much the same, but again, just want to make sure I do it correct. So this is a kit I'm trying to do justice by. Okay, so we're also going to be seeing the unleashing of the scribing tool presently, I think, on these shoulder parts. Just kind of want to dry fit the white piece to see where it sits. Okay, yep, that's fine. Okay, so, scribing tool. This is scribing tool. It's used for, like, I suppose for want of a better word, gouging these lines, so that when you pour them with the old pour pens, the ink flows better. Because in some of these, and I'm getting better at picking up which ones are going to do it and which ones are not, some of the areas, like, it just pools as opposed to pouring around. Like, the little circle on this is going to do it. I'm not very good at scribing the circular bits. This section's quite well grooved, but it might, so I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not even going to try the raised circle because I'll scuff it. But yeah, basically all it is a sharp, almost like chisel type tool on a handle, and you use the point of it to just gently mark the lines. So yeah, it'll hopefully in a couple of minutes time, when I get out the brown pour pen, it will pour better. It makes for a neater line. It's a neater, less like splashed line. You don't have to dab the thing as much, so you don't get as much like runoff and excess. The downside of it, for me at least, is because I'm a shaky man. Sometimes I will shake and like it goes. It's the best way to describe it, and it goes wrong. But I tested it on the high GOG yesterday, and it went quite nicely. So I was like, I think I can do it with this guy. But as you can see, hopefully it's coming across okay. You can now see that that looks pretty good. But I do it, I mean, you have to kind of do it in these sub-assembly stages, because if this stuff gets into cracks, like joints and stuff, it can literally eat away at the plastic. Which obviously we do not want our plastic being eaten. So we do it now, as I say, in little sections, let them cure for a bit, tidy them up, put them together. So yeah, I know it ends up with a whole bunch of sub-assemblies, but I think it makes for a better overall effect when it's done. Annoyingly, there's a lot of parts to these two sections specifically, so I'm going to have to just start prepping. This is F, not it. That's not E. E is the red one. E1, 10, and 11. But then doing it like that as well with the paw pens, I find they have a better end game effect wise compared to just the standard panel liners. I think you have I feel like you've got a little bit more control over how they look. I can't explain it. I know what I mean, but I can't explain it. Don't need any stickers here, do we? Doesn't look like it. Did I tidy this up? I don't think I did. These I'm probably just going to panel line once they're in place, though. I think. Put those in because there's no real risk of anything getting into any nooks and crannies. Same with these fins. Just got to make sure I put them the correct way round. So now I can't remember which one is 10 and which one is 11. I think they'll only go in one way each, so... There we go, we're using the patented thumb. And yes, they do only go on one way, so that's handy. I could have probably poured these looking at them, but again, it really doesn't matter. Brr, 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 brr. Right. EB17. EB17. B. That's this one. And, oh, there's B17 for both. And that's a bit I won't need to do any detailing on either, because it's like right inside that shoulder section. Again, slowly but surely getting better at figuring out which bits are never going to see like the light of day, so you really don't need to worry about detailing if you don't want to, and which bits are completely like structural. So I have to hold this specifically that way up, and looking at that, it's got a little nub on it, so I'm going to want to clean that little nub up, because I'm guessing that's going to poke into an owl, and I want it to fit properly. Oh, that was actually far easier fitting than I thought it was going to be. Just slid straight in. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely a structural piece. C10A35 and C10A36. Which one was C again? This one. 35 and 36. No, 10. 10 and 35 are two very different numbers. Then it's A. 35 and 36. And 36 is for the left arm. can see a couple of little bits I definitely want to run the tool in. Not just the main lines, but there's some like venty bits that I don't want them to build up too deeply in, so I'm just gonna get right in their ends. So hopefully when it comes to putting the pour in, it'll take better. It won't make such a big splash. Trying so hard not to scuff this. Shit! Okay, that's just one little cock up, that's fine. We can live with just one. This is trash as well, Christ. Colourblind, more like sound blind. Sorry, I'm a bit very iffy with music. Didn't come out quite as well as I was hoping it would, but it's okay. And the scuff isn't too bad, so yeah, I can live with that. It's not terrible. A24, 26, 25, 27. It's this side. And that's the other side. Probably just panel line these circles, because again these joints very rarely get seen. And I feel like if I pour them, they're going to take an eternity to dry, just because of where I'd be putting the pour pens. Yeah, I don't want to on these. I don't like the idea of it, so I'm not going to. It's pretty simple. Same with this. I'm just going to line these probably when they're in place. I can see if any of it's really going to see the light of day. How do they go on? Like that? No, that can't be right. The things? Oh, it's upside down. What does it click into? What? Where does it go? Oh, hang on. There we go. Goes up like that. That's fine. I don't need to panel line any of that, I don't think, really. Again, I want to just stick these in place before I decide I'm going to commit to any sort of in-depth lining. See, now if they're going to sit like that, if there's a potential for them to sit like that, then I probably do want to do a little bit. So we will. Simples. At the top of this. There we go. There's the dropped it. There's the shoulders. Yeah, they're looking pretty cool. Right. Next, I need A 2330 and B 16. There's 30. '23. There's 23. So that's for that arm. The other arm needs 29 and 22. And B 15. Make sure we don't clip off the thing it says to not clip off. Definitely 15 that side, correct. Okay, I am going to probably use the paw pens on these because I want to try and get these little pipes looking like as shaded as possible. There'll be no scribing though, I don't think I need to do that. Might even do it on this as well, just to really ham it in here. It'll probably all get covered up with armor plates, but at least I can say I've done it. That'll be the thing. The ones that I don't do are the ones that will get seen, and the ones that I do are the ones that don't get seen. Also, because I'm immature, doo-doo. Right. This is going to be virtually imperceptible. Really don't know if that was worth it, but I've done it, so whatever. Really hope that when I can fit this guy in my light box. I feel like if I can fit him in my light box, I can justify all this so much more with some decent pictures. That's going to be the saving grace here, hopefully. Pictures that actually show the details off. Oh, sugar. Sugar! To leave those for a little while, I think, before I can even consider doing anything to them. Need 2 C7s. Let's get them out. See if we need to do anything with those. That's 17. That's 7. Do I have my little pliers around here somewhere? Yes. I want something to hold these with while I'm doing them. So I don't rub off any of what I've, like, poured onto. Ah, no. Damn it. Well, then it rolled over anyway. Stay that way up. A28 times 2, so 2 A28s. Not the clippers, they're the grabbers. Oh, they're going to need a little bit as well. As well. Okay, I reckon after I've popped open my non-branded can of pop and had a sip, I feel like I've raised up 7 times. Get the old thumb treatment going. Give him a good old thumb down. Actually might need the eraser. So if we hold that like that, and we have this like this, and we give that the old thumb treatment, it goes that way up, nib out, in there. And then that goes like that. So I can't believe like I went out and I bought erasers, and I've got like the erasing pen and everything. But the single best thing for cleaning these up are my disgustingly now discoloured thumbs. Well, they're not disgustingly discoloured, but doing this, when I do this, they get like, they go rather brown and black. Okay, so we take a arm. Yeah, you with me? And a piece. We hold a arm like this. And we go, duh. That's it. That was that complicated step. This has to go on pipe down. There we go. I feel like he's got tiny arms. B18, 19. Twice. B, this one. Two B18s, two B19s. Be careful with clipping them out. They've got little slots I don't want to chop off. But they also look like they're sections that are going to have zero detailing on them. This music's giving me Doom vibes. Like the video game. That way. Wait, have I put that on the wrong way up? I have put that on the wrong way up. Shh, damn. Take that off first, and I think. What holds it in place? Imagination. But no, it'll be the outer plates of the arms, I'd imagine, hold that in place. Whoopsie. Pop that off so I can put that the right way up. And pop it back on again. What was that way up? Right. Eight, 12, 9, 11. Oh, there is going to be quite a bit to do on these then, by the looks of things. For scribing. So prep, scribe, goop. Do the hands, get them ready. While this little lining is curing a bit. That's actually a pretty deep one, so I'm not going to touch that. See how that goes. God, I hope this actually comes out looking decent for this one. I am genuinely trying here to make this look as good as I can. That nearly scuffed. Really nearly scuffed, but it didn't. Like, frick. That did. But only just. Okay, see how they came out. Good. 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 Ah, no. Decent. Good. Get in. Yeah, okay. That one looks decent. Good. A little bit wonky, but okay. Yep. I'm happy. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I'm digging it. I am digging it. It is coming out all right. That one's a bit shit. That, I'd say, went 85 to 90% good. B. Wait, so there are multiple hand choices? There are multiple hand choices. But how many C35s are there? Because if there's 4, I'll put all 4 together. If there's only 2, I can only do 2. There is 4, so I can do all the hands. Ooh. So yeah, we're going to do all the hand options. A34, A33. A33's this side. A34 is the other side. And then there's B. 14 for the left and 14 for the right, 15 for the left. But right is on the left side of the thing. That's confusing. Don't throw myself off like that. Okay, so we are going to paw pen the hands because I think it really gives some good detail to the finger joints and stuff. I haven't tried it yet, sorry. I think it will give good texture. It shouldn't be immensely difficult to clean up. But we'll see. Okay, maybe it sucks. I'm not sure yet. But I've committed, so... It does pour in okay. I think it's just the light didn't catch it very well. We'll see. We'll see how that cures and everything. Same with these. There seems to be quite a bit of detail on these hands sections. So I kind of want to get a good pour on them. So I think the pour may look better again than trying to panel line these. Sorry, you're really not going to be able to see this bit very well. But trust me when I say I'm doing it. There we go. Right, yeah. I think they're pretty good. So we're now going to actually do the arms. With the armor. The armor of the arms. The armor. Then the top quality rub down. That looks pretty good. Yeah. I am pleased enough with that, I think. Arm. Still quite a bit to go here. So this sub-assembly goes together once the hands are done. Then there's a waist unit. Then there's feet, legs, backpack, base, amazing mace, amazing booster tenshki, and then it can be in Dai U form, or there's amazing iron blood, or Dai Ku form. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of bits and bobs to this. It also came with... Where did I put it? I set it to one side, didn't I? That's down here. It also came with a base, which I'm going to put together now while I'm waiting for that other bit to dry. Like, I don't know how useful this base is going to be in the grand scheme of things, because I'm probably going to pose it either fairly similarly to the way I've got the the oh my goodness. I'm going to pose it fairly similarly to the way I've got the Lupus Rex posed. So I don't know if this base is really actually going to get used at all, but it's cool the fact that it actually comes with it. Like, it's pretty sweet. Like, extra goodie to use for some. Jesus Christ. Tighter than a duck's asshole. I put it in wrong. Oh no, I just wasn't. I wasn't open enough. But yeah, it comes with this pretty simple but handy base that I did not get in camera putting that together at all because I suck at this. So yeah, there's that, which I'm now just going to put out of the way and not think about anymore. While I rub my ham hocks. Well, not really rubbing my ham hocks, it's my fingers. And possibly an eraser over these hands. To tidy them up. Ready to assemble them and put two of them actually onto the Gundam. Whichever two I decide to use for now. I don't know how I'm going to pose him or anything, so... Well, not how I'm going to pose him, how he's going to hold, how he holds his equipment. Sorry, I know how I want to pose him. So I might have mentioned before, the eraser is another way of removing the excess. I say may, I know I've mentioned it before. Is another way of removing some of the excess, like panel liner, paw pen, whatever you're using, apart from the patented finger technique. Though the jury is out in which is the most efficient. I think they both have their merits alongside the cotton bud and the eraser pen method as well. I need to take the instructions back. I wanted to have a look at that base, didn't I? But I've done that now. That was this hand. So we're just going to stick a random pair of hands on for now, so I can just like finish assembling the arms and do the sub-assembly and kind of have a good old once over of everything that's to offer here. Like a review in progress as such, I suppose, is what it would be. Okay, so these are the arms. This shoulder is super loose compared to the other one, and there's not a tremendous amount of movement in the arm, but it is high grade, so you know, this one's a much better fit on this. But we've got a nice bit of movement on these shoulders as well. So we jam them into... Oh, that came off. God, that's tight. That That is super, super loose, that joint. That doesn't feel right at all. That joint's terrible. So that's something to bear in mind. It definitely has, for me, a very loose connection between the shoulder and the top of the arm. Especially compared to how stiff feeling a lot of the other stuff has been so far. This just feels very wibbly in comparison. That's right, wibbly. That being said, like, detail-wise, this guy is cool so far. Like the stuff's taken really nicely in all the lines and gaps. Like, he's got a lot of depth and color separation. I like this so far. I am, for the most part, impressed. Just got a little something to do with this joint. I'll probably jam a little bit of blue tack or something in there, because that's a popular stratagem when it comes to dealing with those. But yeah, cool. I like this guy so far. Do I have any blue tack handy? Don't know if I do. So what I might do then, because stuff's still got to dry and whatnot anyway, I might... Actually, I won't need to do that, will I? Because he can just lay like this. I'm going to put a tiny bit of top coat varnish on that joint. I thought this came with a brush. Apparently it does not. That's fine, I have plenty. So yeah, top coat is supposedly a go-to thing for loose joints. You just put a coat on, let it dry, and then hopefully it will kind of form that missing little bit of layer to give the extra bond in the gap, like make the joint fit more snug. That's what I was trying to get at. So we'll see how that goes. Probably have to leave that till tomorrow though, before I can see if it worked or not. Excuse me. But yeah, that small gripe aside, so far this has been a really good kit. So we're now moving on to the waist unit. Gonna move those spare hands out of the way. A37, A38. Little nub down. Believe that is correct way around for the waist. It is not. That is the correct way around for the waist. Then we need C29. Were you C again? No. The bigger one was C, wasn't it? We're also going to need 28 and B26. Right, so let's get everything we need out. 26, 31 and 32. So that one's 30. Well, I can figure out what way around they go in the kit once we've got to that point, to be honest. We've got some portal pens to work with and some tidying up to do. And probably some scribing. It's where sometimes when you've got the little nubs from where you've clipped stuff on, they actually kind of help with slightly looser fitting parts. Not always, but sometimes. You don't notice it most of the time, so yeah. Scribber. I wish to scrib this line. I've scuffed it. That's incredibly annoying. Those ones should be okay. I need the orange one first because I'm going to do these little guys. I'm just going to use Pokey Pokey to hold it in place while they get a good old dipping. Nope, that's fine. That one's done. There we go. That's those two done. And you're about to find out what happens when you scuff it. I mean, it's probably kind of obvious what happens when you scuff it. The paw runs into the scuff marks. It's not as bad as I was expecting it to be, if I'm honest. Again, kind of hard to see, but it's here. B24C30. Two, 27, 26, 25, 24. And C30. 7, 28, 30. That's not royalty free. Ah! Come on! Okay, I want the black paw pen first for this blue piece. got a little bit to add some detail into. Right, I reckon I can start putting some of this together now. It's had a couple of minutes. It really doesn't take all that long to get to a point where I think I can carry on the build. Like, some people were saying you should wait like 45 minutes for the stuff to cure and clean up and everything, but I feel like 45 minutes is way too long. Like, an unnecessarily long amount of time. To be waiting for that. I might be wrong, that being said, like, but that's just how I feel like with what I've done so far, that 45 minutes just seems like an eternity to wait for some stuff that I'm fairly sure the alcohol content in it should evaporate faster than that. If I am wrong, then, like, some of my shit's gonna break. So let's hope not. That is just gonna sit in there. So we need the last piece ready. But to be fair, also none of this is gonna seep into any joints, so. There we go, there's the waste unit. It's pretty solid, to be fair. But that's also not the entire waste unit. I need 2 PC5s. Two PC5s and 2 B27s. These are going to pop into here. Thusly and hustly. Right, then I need C 31, 36, 33, 34. 31. 36. 33. 34. Uh-oh, hands are starting to give up. Damn it. I think I'm going to be able to finish this today. Shit. Shit. I know I'm holding this really badly, but my hands are giving up, so this is the best way I can stay as stable as possible. Shit. I really want to get this bit done, though. Fucking it, though. this now. I'll say if it doesn't seep into there, it might look okay, but then it seeped in there, so that's a damn shame. Because for the most part, this section's actually gone pretty good. Whoops. Make sure I've got plenty in there as well. That's a damn shame that we whiffed those. There's also stickers to go on, but the stuff needs to dry at this point. So I'm just going to very slowly put a few of the bits and pieces that I no longer need away, so I can at the very least fit them together. But yeah, that didn't go too bad. There was a few scuffs and mess ups with the scribing, but like I've done so little of it that I'm not good at it like yet. I'm still figuring out the scribing side of things. But we're going to see how the part of the torso, the torso, sorry, the shoulder joint, how that comes together. Because I'll be interested to see if my attempt to fix that with the top coat actually works or not. That'll be a nice little kind of experiment to see if that's done the job tomorrow. Once it's had more than enough time to cure and everything. Because I don't know how long just a thick blob of top coat on that's going to take to actually cure. But these look okay. Like they could have come out way worse than they actually did with the few scuffs that did occur. Oh my god, I swear to god, stop putting that on. It's meant to be royalty-free playlist. You're playing me lots of royalty-ed music. I need the 3mm black panel liner. So I can add these little bits of detail in as well. Because we are shy just a smidge of detail in here. I'd rather try and get that portrayed. Do I want to do... yeah, let's do the inside circle as well. Adds a bit more depth to it. Okay, that'll do for that. So yeah, fingers crossed the top coat works for the arm joint, and I'll test that in the morning. to see if it has or not. I put the tweezers away, didn't I? I needed those still. Where are they? Come back. I need the tweezers. Mine tweezies. I've got to put these stickers on so I don't forget to do them next time. Tweezies. Right. So, it's the same stickers on both. I mean, I could probably just paint these in, to be honest, but I'm going to do the stickers because it comes with the stickers. It's supplied with decals for a reason. Well, it's certainly on. 8. Is 8 a wraparound? Where do you go? Oh, you going there? Okay. Goes in there. Then that goes in there. It's another slightly floppier fit, but it's not terrible. It's not as bad as that arm was, that's for sure. Arm's really not great. Oops, it's a bit wonky. Yep. And the last sticker, number 4. No, don't drop the stickers in there, I'll never see him again. Damn it. Over you go. It's in. Ah, what did I knock? Okay. Hello. So yeah, that's the waste unit for Mr. Lupus. The amazing guy. Oh, my hands are completely gone now. Yeah, unfortunately you've managed to catch me just as I need to stop. Sadly. Because my arthritis-y hands are playing up and I need to not be fiddling anymore. But I'm coming back to this guy. I want to finish it on stream. I need the top coat because I've had to put some top coat on one of his shoulder joints because it's very loose to try and bulk it out a bit. So I will be coming back to this guy within the next sort of day or two. But my hands are completely seizing up now and they hurt. So I think I'd best not overdo it. But yeah, I mean, obviously this is for the most part just like a recolored Lupus, as far as I'm aware. But this is I've built, this is the 3rd or 4th. This will be the 4th Iron-Blooded Orphans kit I've put together, and this is definitely the worst one of the 3. And that's only with one loose joint. I've had no issues with my other 3 that I can remember. And they're 3 that have got some pretty top-heavy parts, especially the Rinascimento. that whole, like, with his giant arm and his sword and everything, that holds it really well. But I'll put some top coat on it. I'll plug it back in when it's dry, and that'll probably cure it. I was going to use blue tack, but I think top coat's a more permanent solution. So yeah, I've just got to see how it comes together with all the legs and the accessories and stuff, and then see how well it sort of stands. But he's cool, like, and it's fun. Like, I know obviously the frame is an older kit for the most part, or for a large part, but like it's the first kind of current Gundam I've done, with the exception of like one entry grade, I think, from this year. So it's fun to have something new as opposed to like an existing older kit to work on. But yeah, sort of keep an eye out. I will be back to finish this off on stream because I wanted to try and get it all done today, but I just physically can't, unfortunately. I'm gonna cry because it's gonna tell me that I need to change all the sound out anyway because this royalty free playlist was full of falling in reverse, which is great. I'm gonna stop that now anyway so it doesn't come up with any more to tell me off. Yeah, thanks for dropping in, even if it was at the end. I'll say keep an eye out. Hopefully the lighting will be a bit better because I'll remember to turn my main light on next time as well. It's starting to get duller and darker really early now. Like, it's only 3 p.m. and it's already getting dark outside. So yeah. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you guys soon.